which team will head on to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the for that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Jones. Pass rush closing in. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Boy, what a great job of getting to this quarterback by this defensive lineman. And Chris, you think back over the years, Michigan State, always a tough defense with an attitude, right? And individually, Julian Peterson, Shalik Calhoun, Terrell Worthy, Malik McDowell, what a great tradition. And today, he's living up to that.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Noles will bring their punt team onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down play coming up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. And the Spartans line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The Florida State offense on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And there's the handoff. He's tackled second and medium. Gonna run it. It's Davis. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Game sets up a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to pass this time. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
A screen pass complete to the running back. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. The Spartans come up to the line in a hurry-up. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here. Going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion.
Has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the foot.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Dropping back, it's Jones. He's running out of time here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off. Gets some space around the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Seminoles will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The pocket breaking down. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Boy, great job up front by this Spartan defensive line. And Chris, that's one thing. We're going back to George Perlis and going to guys like Nick Saban when he was the head coach of Michigan State. Always been physical and played tenacious defensive football, led by that defensive line.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Looking downfield, it's Jones. Bringing pressure. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain, brings up fourth down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they pick up the first down, tackle at the 25.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
And the Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They'll run it to the left. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. The Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Offense looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap, it's Davis. And that run produces a decent gain.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Aiming for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run. Because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Signal fair catch. Like the final play of the half coming up. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He flips it to the back across the middle. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. The Spartans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. First down here for this offense.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances by his Michigan State offenses. Kirk Cousins, we saw what he could do when he was at East Lansing and the job he's now doing in the NFL. Even going back to Drew Stanton, who's more of a dual threat guy. Spartans have had really good quarterback play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Defense does a great. Being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to throw. It's Jones. It's a quick grab. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield before he won.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for some space. It's Thomas. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Knowles have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff again. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And on the carry, he's heading left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Looking for some space. It's Thomas. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Spartans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Here's trouble. The ball is knocked loose in the end zone. The offense recovers, but doesn't make any difference. They're short on the 4th down play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Back-to-back losses sets up a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Florida State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Remember last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Makes a quick grab.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offense's sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball's going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Man, that's a great game right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he pulls in the catch all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made by the tight end. And he runs it in for the two-point conversion, but wait a second. There's a penalty marker down. You got to check this out. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Now a timeout is called before this two-point conversion. The offense considering the various options on this play now. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he gets the two-point conversion to get back within 3 scores here. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. Jukes to get free. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, nice lead.
So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows he his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that centering guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they've got him behind the line. There is a penalty marker, but if it's on the offense, it'll be a change of possession. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting